Okay, now everyone's here today. We're going to talk about what we were talking about yesterday for a little bit. Remember adjectives and adverbs? Now we went over that a little bit, but I just want to make sure that we go over it a little bit more right now. So, we all know what nouns are. They're subjects of a sentence. We all know what verbs are. They are what the subject is doing. But we're going to add today are adjectives, which are used to modify nouns. They describe nouns. So when you say the man, you can now say the old man, or you can say the young girl, or the spotted dog. Now, when we talk about adverbs, those things actually are used to modify verbs and describe actions, how they're done. We'll say something's done quickly. I walked quickly to the store. I walked slowly to my car. Anybody have any questions about those right now?
Nope.
No? Mm-hmm. All right, sounds good. Now, if you look at your sheet, I've already paired all of you up together, so we're going to take a look at the worksheet today. Now, what we're going to do is I want you all in pairs to go through the list, and I want you both to work together and go through this list and label what you think is an adverb and an adjective. Now, you both need to work together, talk about it, but if you're not sure, you can ask me and I will clarify. Is that all right? Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay.
So,
All right. So
the first one would be used to modify a verb, right? Adverb. That's an adverb,
Yes.
yeah? So I'll mark
yes,
it ADV.
adverb,
Old sounds like an
an adjective. Ugly would be an adjective.
Yeah.
Careful
Careful would be an adjective. Carefully would be an adverb, maybe, but careful
okay.
should be, I think, an adjective.
An adjective.
We'll know when we use it.
That's right. Sometimes with these adverbs, the way you can tell if it's an adverb or an adjective is if you how it's used in the sentence.
Yeah, he
Dangerous would be an adjective. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously would be an adverb.
Sounds right.
Messy would be an adjective, I would think.
Yeah, I agree.
Disorganized, adjective. He's very disorganized.
I think so, yeah.
He's disorganized, describing you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Again, the adjectives are used to describe nouns.
Hastily.
That would be an adverb. Yeah. Could you modify a verb with it?
If you
Maybe.
can, why don't you? If you're not sure, usually if you can use it in a sentence.
He worked hastily.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that would be modifying worked, which is an adverb.
Right, okay.
So I think an adverb.
Cloudy would be an adjective.
You make such a good team.
And furiously.
Adverb. He drove furiously. He worked furiously. So those are all verbs. So I think it's an adverb.
It's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just see if I can just check your lists here. Yeah, looks like y'all both got them all correct. So good job. And again, I did want to test you on these because some of these can be adjectives or adverbs. Mm-hmm. Usually the way you can tell is using in a sentence like y'all are doing, which is great. And also a lot of times, if you notice, the adverbs, not always, but often end in ly.
Right.
So that's another way to help remember that. But y'all are doing great. It's the best way to learn. If you're not sure about something, using it in a sentence is fantastic.
Okay.
So the next section, if you notice, it's going to be called Fill in the Story. And what I want y'all to do is use the words from this list that y'all just went through and identified in the story. And you're going to use the adjectives where they need to go and the adverbs where they need to go. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now take your time. If you have any questions, let me know. But talk to each other, talk out loud, work together, and I'm sure it won't be a challenge at all.
All right. So, what do you think? The first one, maybe this word here, quickly.
Yes.
I don't know what other word would work there
He drove an old.
other than hastily, but I think quickly. What do you think? Quickly or
Yes.
hastily? Quickly?
And he drove in an old car.
Old car? Okay, yep, that sounds right. Many people called it,
Called
and
it.
if it's old, it might be ugly.
Yeah. But not always.
The man drove his car
Well, that'd be
hastily.
quickly into town.
We already used quickly. I'm gonna check the ones.
But if
we've
it's an
used.
old
Quickly,
car-
old, ugly.
If it's an old car, you can't be driving it quickly, could you?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he's a dangerous driver.
So, okay, well, you can put that word there, and if we have to change it, someone
So
can.
we'll try hastily
Okay.
into town. There were many
Dangerous drivers in the city. He didn't
Or-
want to.
get
There were many dangerous drivers. He didn't want to get seriously.
Yeah, that sounds right.
There were
Dangerous.
Did not want to get seriously hurt. He went
To the grocery store, but the store was
messy.
messy.
Disorganized.
Yeah. Messy
Messy.
sounds good.
Messy and disorganized.
That makes sense. The man that left the store.
Oh, let's see what this is. So I think that maybe,
Furiously.
so I think that this maybe would be, oh, I see.
We could use
Yeah.
furiously here and hastily there.
Yes, I think that would be great. Yeah.
So where we put the man drove his car furiously into town.
Mm-hmm.
The man left the store furiously.
Hastily. We'll use
Oh.
furiously
Oh, okay.
up there.
Oh, up here. Drove his car
The
furiously.
man left the store hastily.
Furiously. As he left, the sky became
Cloudy, probably.
yes. Cloudy.
Yeah.
It began to rain.
Why don't we leave that there? Because I really want y'all to try these sentences.
Okay.
Right here. Now, this section right here is going to be where you're going to use these previous words that we've been talking about into your own sentences. Now,
Okay.
I like y'all to use one adjective and one adverb in your sentence.
Okay. In one sentence.
One sentence, yep.
Okay. How about the students? We could talk about what we did. The students quickly learned What do you think? The students What word should we use? We need a verb and then an adverb.
The
Still
students
recording.
were
So why don't we find a verb? How about the students were studying? The students studied, and then
Studied.
try to find an adverb that modifies that.
Okay, studied. How about quickly or
Careful.
furiously? Let's say quickly.
the students studied quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of that being done.
Studied
Or seriously.
or furiously.
Or seriously.
Students studied seriously and hastily.
And, well, we
already got
used
two. Okay,
an
students
adverb.
studied
Now we
seriously.
and because they were disorganized.
How about that? Sounds great. Yeah.
Because they were disorganized.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
not
makes
a very
sense to
good
me.
sentence, but
No,
Hey, no, it doesn't matter if it's a good sentence or not. The fact that you're practicing writing it is what counts.
we're disorganized. We could say dangerous.
All right, great job.
Okay. Got it.
That's beautiful.